Oh, yeah.
All right.
So I walked into Damon's earlier. Grabbed this
beverage shop?
The beverage place.
Or the pizza place?
The beverage shop. You been in there?
Not recently, not since they've done their...
The new one?
Yeah.
All right, so this has happened multiple times, so I figured I'd bring it up. So they put these cardboard cutouts in the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Right at your peripheral. You're not going to notice them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you walk in.
Okay.
And in your peripheral vision, there's just like a guy standing there with this huge grin on his face holding a beer.
Yep.
It jumps me almost every time I walk in there.
Sounds like a happy guy.
They move him around. There's more than one. But like when you first walk in, you think that's a guy standing there and you kind of do the thing, you know?
Have you lodged a complaint with the owners?
No, but if it happens again, I'm going to be like, your cardboard cutouts in the entranceway are freaking me
Maybe
out.
that's to test how drunk you are.
They
like
still
if you
serve
scream,
me.
if you scream, then they're not going to give you any alcohol because you're clearly inebriated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my reaction's the reaction a drunk person would have, but I'm sober. Like,
You're just
I can
drunk
see a
on
drunk
life.
guy getting in there like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that's it.
You go in there and tell me that doesn't freak you out.
I should go in there. I have to go buy my dad some stuff for Father's Day.
Yeah. And so they got this
Plus
like
liquor.
It's like a 6 foot tall cardboard cutout of a man.
Is it just a random guy, or is it like
it's a random guy.
celebrity
I
of
think
some
it's
sort?
a random guy.
Is it Tiger Woods from Always Sunny? I'm sorry, Don Cheadle.
I don't. What are you talking about?
The guy who, like, when they try out for the football team.
Oh.
And then they're like, we're gonna get this
right
whoever.
And it's not.
And it's not that guy. I think Donathan McNabb.
I think it's just a guy.
And
I don't know.
Later on, he says that he's Tiger Woods. And I think he says, "No, I'm an actor. I'm Don Cheadle." It's just not any of these people. So I want to start. Well, I guess I'm not starting the podcast because Jordan started the podcast.
I started it.
This is JJTI, season 3, episode 19. This is tough to talk about for me.
Buzz Lightyear died.
No, it's a great.
Tina Turner died.
Sarah, I don't know who that is. It's
You don't know who Tina Turner is?
No. I know who Timmy Turner is.
She did this song, the theme song for GoldenEye. Simply the best. She did that too. What's love got to do? Got to do with it? How do you not know who Tina Turner is?
I've heard these songs. I don't know who she is though.
Oh my god. Anyway, continue.
I failed in my ambition to watch all of the DCEU movies.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were gonna do that.
Yeah, I didn't because I went home on Friday night and I watched the 2 Tim Burton Batman movies and I wanted to die because those movies are awful.
Because you know nothing better is coming after those.
And then I watched Man of Steel the next morning because I could not do another one that night because it was like 10 o'clock and I wanted to die. So then I woke up the next morning. I didn't want to do it, but I watched Man of Steel. And it is awful.
It sounds bad. The one from the 70s?
No.
No.
The one from 2013.
Never seen it.
It was bad.
Was it?
And that's like the good one of this whole...
Is that the one where he gets all possessed?
Nope. I don't know what you're thinking of.
He's all possessed and then all the other ones have to stop him from
That's Justice League.
People. Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is the good one of that universe. It's that and Wonder Woman. Those are like the highlights. I wanted to die. I wanted an asteroid to strike the Earth and kill all life.
The first Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
About halfway through Man of Steel. I hadn't seen it since it came out. So like 10 years. And it was bad. People say it's good. It's like, you know, one of those things like you either like it or you hate it. And a lot of people, including Matt, our friend of the show, Matt, I'm calling you out, you son of a bitch, says that this movie is good. It's not good.
Probably is good then.
It's bad.
Well,
Watch
Matt
it.
said it was good.
What are you doing Saturday? Nothing, because you're on vacation.
You want me to watch Man of Steel?
Do you want to come over and watch it?
Not particularly.
I'll watch it again. Within a week.
No, because it's probably like 2.5 hours long.
It is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, fuck that.
We should do something Saturday, though. You want to go on a hike?
Well, I got to get my oil changed, and then after that, yeah, I don't care.
I'm busy Sunday. I can't do anything Sunday, but it's supposed to be really nice this weekend.
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
Somewhere not super far away. And also not super hard because, you know, I'm fat, lazy piece of shit. I probably won't bring my camera because I need it Sunday, and I don't, you know, just in case like I fall off a cliff. I don't want to break my camera.
I mean, you could go to like Camden or something. That's not that far away.
Well, fine. We'll talk it out. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
There's not something like in New Hampshire. Probably.
Baldface.
Or that one that we climbed up.
Baldface.
The other time. No, the other one.
Oh, Kineo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Moosehead.
Yeah. I don't want to drive that far. But anyway, now that we've got
what is far? Like an hour?
I'll go an hour. I just don't want to, cause I don't want to be out until like 10 o'clock. You know, like I don't want to show up somewhere at noon, hike for 2 hours up a place, hang out for an hour, then come back down and then drive for 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So, you know, like an hour is probably my upper limit.
Okay.
For this Saturday. Next Saturday, if it's not shit out, then, you know, maybe.
Yeah, I'll probably try to do Baldface again.
Exciting.
But, yeah.
Is it the one where we got lost?
I don't know if I would even be able to, yeah, well, we weren't lost. We just went on the wrong trail.
Oh, yeah, we didn't know where we were.
I mean,
definition of lost.
Not really. You can't get lost. You just follow the trail.
Well, if you end up in the wrong place, you were lost.
Yeah, we were on the wrong side of the mountain.
Wrong neighborhood. Yeah. We got shamed by some squirrels. But now that we've got my failure out of the way, also they added the Shazam 2 onto HBO Max. So that would have been, I guess it's just called Max now. So I would have had to watch that too. And I'm not excited to watch that movie. But I probably have to. I will at least watch the movies I haven't seen before The Flash.
And that's what, June 1st?
No. That's Spider-Man. This is like June 15th.
Oh, June 1st is Spider-Man?
I think so.
Is that we're going to go see that, right?
I have tickets.
Okay.
I'm going to go see it.
You said tickets. Did you
Whether or not you show up.
Well, I will show up.
It's at 5:30.
I'm not working. Remember?
No, I don't, because you never confirmed it.
That I had a vacation.
You said this Saturday, though. What day is it?
That'll be Saturday the 28th.
Oh, shit. Where are my tickets?
Wait, is that correct? Somebody lied to me today.
Thursday, June 1st.
Okay, so tomorrow's Friday.
Yep.
26.
So yeah, it's 1 week from today.
Why did I think Saturday was 28? Or maybe, that's Sunday. Yeah, I don't know.
So 1 week from today is Spider-Man. And then The Flash is June 15th at 6:45 p.m. And that is all I have. And then
June 15th.
Indiana Jones is in July.
At what time? I don't know if I can do Flash.
At 6:45?
Yeah. Oh, 6:45?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
I picked one that was after your
Let me get my calendar out here.
evacuation.
My evacuation?
Got the first tickets in the theater.
Wow, people must be really excited for that movie.
Well, I picked up my phone to look at something else, and I got the notification the tickets went on sale. So I immediately clicked on it.
Have you checked back? Is it even sold out?
No, I haven't looked. I don't give a shit. We might be the only people in the theater.
I think it'll be sold out.
I'm not excited for this. Did you watch the most recent trailer?
No.
They released it like 3 days ago.
Yeah, there's too many trailers. They're all the same thing to me.
I'm not excited for this movie.
All right, the 15th, Thursday.
6:45.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
And then Indiana Jones is in July, I think. So we have to go see that. And then I think Barbie's also maybe in July, maybe August. We have to go see that. We have to go see Oppenheimer. which I think is releasing on the same day as Barbie.
We'll just see them at the same day.
Well, yeah, obviously we'll leave Oppenheimer and go into Barbie.
Leave on a lighter note.
Well, I was thinking that that's the logical flow of those movies. Like Oppenheimer ends probably with some sort of nuclear thing. Barbie. Sort of like how Godzilla was a result of nuclear tests. I assume Barbie is also a result of a nuclear test.
Yeah, that's like it's gonna be a weird movie.
I watched the trailer that came out today, like the full trailer. I'm very excited for it.
It looks good.
There's the part where she steps out of her shoes and her feet stay the same shape, and then there's a moment later on in the trailer where her feet go flat and everybody freaks out. And then she has to go see like, oh, my laptop half fixed itself. She has to go see like the wise old Barbie of the hills or whatever. And it's like a Matrix sort of deal where she holds a high heeled shoe and then like a sandal. She says, you have to pick one. You can either live the rest of your life with, or you can pick the truth. And she's like, the first one. I want things to go back to the way they are. And then she's like, you have to pick the second one. So, and then they show up in the real world. And there's a part where Ryan Gosling as Ken is in a surgery, like hospital area. And he's talking to this woman. He's like, and she says, I'm not going to let you do an appendectomy. He's like, I'm a doctor though. She's like, no, you're not. He's like, can I please speak to a doctor? And she says, you are speaking to a doctor. And he says, but you're a woman. And he just walks into the room. So presumably a lot of shenanigans will happen. Also, they get arrested, apparently. Somebody slaps Barbie on the ass, and then she punches him in the face, and then it cuts to them getting mugshots.
Okay.
So,
I'll just ruin the whole movie. Why don't you?
It was in the trailer.
That's why you don't watch the trailer.
I don't think that you can really ruin this movie. I feel like we're going to have a great time regardless.
Yeah, it looks good.
Do you think there's going to be a post-credit scene?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I almost forgot to put this thing on my notes that I want to talk about. Ignore me while I write the notes of the show while we do the show.
What was the other movie that I wanted to see that you don't want to see?
The Machine.
Yeah, why?
It's not that I don't want to see it, it's just that I don't have any interest in it, you know what I mean?
Why? It's hilarious.
I just don't, I don't know who that guy is. I've never seen any of his stand-up.
He's pretty funny.
I don't doubt that, but
have you
it's
seen
just
the original stand-up then?
No.
You've never seen him tell that story?
No, I don't know who this guy is.
It's like the funniest fucking thing ever.
I'm sure it's great.
I thought you'd seen it.
No, I haven't. Oh. I have no idea what's going on.
So there's a scene where
I gathered from the trailer that he talks about it.
I'll
he did some time in Russia.
I'll send you the stand-up bit thing.
Because they showed clips of it in the first trailer we saw, right?
It's like a true...
And then he accidentally gets involved with the Russian mafia or something.
Like he goes in to talk to them and they were like, these people are your chaperones, don't talk to them. They're in the mafia. They're going to make sure nobody messes with us while we're in Russia and all this, but don't talk to him. So he was like, that's cool. I'm going to go talk to him. And he goes into their room with a sentence in Russian because he was the worst student ever. The teacher was like, look, I just need you in this class for us to pass for some whatever thing. They need a certain amount of people. That's the only reason he's there. She's like, I'll give you a C. So anyway, he memorized some sentence in Russian. He goes in where the mafia people are, the gangsters, and he forgets what he was going to say. And he just says, I'm the machine in Russian. And they were just like, the machine. They were fucking hammered the whole time. And so they befriend him. And he's like, tell him what you just told me. He's like, I'm the machine. It's like, you're the machine. And they just he was like, no, you sit with us. Just the whole trip. But there's one part, I don't know, you'd have to hear him say it because it's funny. But there's one other teacher, they rob the train, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they're on. They just steal everything from all the other students, anyone on the train, they just rob it. So he's like, holy shit. And then this other chaperone, some teacher comes in, she's like, you're done. All fucking pissed, you're done. The Russian dude's like, and just walks up to her and like takes a swig of vodka and is like into her eyes, and then he slams the door in her face and he's like, fuck that bitch, this is Russia. Like, it's the funniest shit ever. You would want to see the movie if you heard the stand-up bit.
Yeah,
I will send it to you.
I'll go see the movie. I just don't care.
I do. I think it's gonna be great.
It's not like Barbie where I'm excited to see it, or like The Flash
I'm excited
where
for all of these.
we
except for
have
The
to go
Flash.
see it.
Although I do want to see
Talk about the fucking.
I do want to see
podcast.
Batman again.
Oh, it's gonna be so hilarious watching a 70-year-old Michael Keaton.
He's not 70
He
years
is
old.
70. He's
No,
71, I think.
No, he's
Look
not.
it up right now. I think he's 71.
Oh, the machine's already out. I'll get tickets for that.
Sure.
All right. Michael Keaton's age.
But like, how is he gonna fight a Kryptonian?
How the hell do you spell his name is what I want to know.
I think it's a Keaton.
Oh, no, it was a typo. I had it right. Yeah, he's 71.
Yep.
That's not that old.
I'm excited to see 71-year-old Michael Keaton Batman fight
So am I.
a Kryptonian, a legion of Kryptonian warriors. Not just Kryptonians whose whole purpose in life has been
those are.
war. Kryptonians from Krypton? Superman?
I don't like Superman.
You know General
I know
Zod?
the Krypton. I don't know. I know.
You need to watch Man of Steel before we watch this movie.
I know Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he's not. Well, sometimes he is Kryptonian, but that we don't talk about that. But yeah, Michael Shannon, he's back. General Zod.
I don't know who that is.
He's the Kryptonian warlord. He's like the leader of their army.
I'll just find a YouTube video that explains it before I see
have
the
to
Flash.
you have to sit through the 2.5-hour movie.
I'm sure there's a 15-minute video I could watch.
There's
on it.
probably I can give you a 30-second rundown.
Yeah, before we go in, sure, just
I'm sure they'll explain it in the movie.
explain it to me in the movie theater,
Okay.
loudly before.
So this guy, don't worry about him.
And when the actual trailers come in, just start yelling even louder so that I can hear it.
Can we turn it down? Trying to explain this. We may be the only people in the theater, so that'll be fun.
I don't think we will, but
Were we the only? We went and saw something once where we were the only two in the theater, right?
yeah.
What was that?
Was it something bad?
I'm
I don't
sure
remember.
it was. It was also like
I think we were
4
just
weeks after
talking
it
through
came
the whole
out.
thing.
Oh yeah. Well, we were the only ones there, and it was a shitty movie. What was it?
Don't know. What came out for...
We probably talked about it on the podcast. Or was it before the podcast? We've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, I don't remember.
A lot of them have been bad. I can't remember anything past Cocaine Bear.
Past Cocaine Bear.
It wasn't Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because there were lots of people there.
We saw the Batman.
Yeah, that was packed. Opening night. It was before that. Fucking A. I don't remember. I'm sure I could probably go through like my Gmail receipts and find it, but who cares?
Google Wallet.
But that was very funny when we just sat there talking through it the entire movie because we were the only ones there. Didn't we get up and just like randomly pick seats?
I think so.
We were like jumping over stuff. We were the problem with society.
We weren't jumping over stuff.
But I think I did jump over one of the chairs. Maybe that was with somebody else. I've seen at least 2 movies where I was the only one in the theater.
It's only ever happened to me once.
Besides the people I was with.
And that was not a good movie.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Ooh, Mission Impossible trailer came out a little while ago. Did you watch that?
No.
Yeah, it was a Mission Impossible movie. Pretty standard.
Never seen any of them.
Pretty generic action movies.
Except for the one, I saw the one where they get the Russian dude and he's holding him and he's going down with the lasers. And they're in the ventilation system.
You just described half of them.
I think it's the first one.
Does he have short hair?
Doesn't he in all of them?
No, he has really long hair.
Wait, did you say Top Gun or Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
He has long hair in the second one, and then he has short hair in the third one, and then he has long hair again in the fourth one.
No, it's like, what's the theme song?
Bam, 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 doo-doo.
Yeah, it's playing that, and he's being like slid down, and there's some lasers, and they gotta grab something.
Because they do that thing in basically
Every
all of
movie.
them. Because
It's
it was in
probably
the
just some
first one, it was iconic.
thing. Yeah.
So then they did it in all of them.
Oh.
So there's one where Jeremy Renner does it with magnets, I think. That was cool, I guess. But in the first one, that's the one.
It's got the guy from Godzilla in it, right?
That's the first one where he's letting him go down slowly, and then a rat like runs by and he freaks out.
Yeah.
And he drops him, and then Tom Cruise is like, ugh. Yeah. Apparently, I had to put coins in his shoes to help balance him out.
Coins?
Because it was just off by a little bit. So he packed some coins in his shoe tips. So. Also, did you know, speaking of Tom Cruise, did you know Nancy Kerrigan? I think I got her name wrong. Hold on. Who am I thinking of? What did I just say?
You said, speaking of Tom Cruise, did you know Nancy Kerrigan or whatever you just said?
Who is that? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Is that his ex-wife?
No, I think I just accidentally mistook the person who voices Bart Simpson for the figure skater who got her kneecap smashed. Oh, jeez. Oops. Who voices Bart Simpson? Nancy Cartwright.
Where are you going with this? What the hell?
Well, Nancy. She's a hardcore Scientologist.
Okay.
Yeah. I just saw a thing where it's like she donated like $10 million to them or something.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Just thought I'd,
Mission Impossible, speaking of Tom Cruise,
we were talking about Tom Cruise. Well,
to Bart Simpson.
Tom Cruise to Scientology isn't that big of a leap,
I tried to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It wasn't making me laugh. I don't know.
When did you start trying to watch The Simpsons? Like what?
I mean, I don't know. Do I have to start at a certain point?
Well, there's only about five seasons that are good.
It's not bad.
There are only about 5 seasons that are really good, and then the rest of the 33 are really bad.
No.
So
you gotta watch the first 5.
No, the first one's pretty rough. But like 2 through some of 7's pretty good. It's like 2 through 7.
Conan's making me laugh though.
Conan's a funny guy.
So he's gonna have Jordan Schlansky drive an ice cream bus?
That already happened. That was yesterday.
Oh, I haven't seen it then.
We missed it.
What do you mean we missed it?
It was in New York. He was doing it in New York. We could have gone to New York yesterday and found Jordan Schlansky.
Yeah, had to work.
You could have met your hero.
I would have been like, you're my idol.
Do you think he would sign something for you?
I wouldn't even ask him to. I would respect him. I would say, you know what? No.
If
you
you could have
want to
him
be treated like a celebrity.
If you could have him sign one
You'd
thing.
want to be treated like a god.
If you could have him sign one thing, what would it be?
One thing?
One thing. One item.
What do I have that I would...
You can pick anything. It doesn't have to be something you currently own.
Oh, something I currently own. A Lego Millennium Falcon.
I was gonna say that. Do you think he'd break it for you? Would you be disappointed if he didn't break it?
You think he knew Harrison Ford was gonna break that?
Yes. Because that is a
perfect setup.
$800 Lego set that takes like 40 hours to build. So they probably had another one ready to go.
Yeah, in case they messed up the shot.
Just so that he would still have it. Because
I don't think they'd care if he still had it.
I think that might be going a little too far.
Too far, really?
Yes. I don't think Conan would have done that.
You don't think he would have done that?
No, I don't.
He would go into his office and
without having the backup of one ready to give him.
I don't know.
Because they're friends in real life.
Yeah, but you've never seen the interview with him where he's talking about like being ambushed.
I sent you that interview.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I watched that.
Where he's like, I'm always ready to be on camera.
Yeah.
Whenever he gets called into meetings, he's suspicious.
Yeah, but the first times it happened, it's like you didn't know.
Yeah.
The time clock one, I think, is the first one.
Yeah. I paid that guy to kill you.
He's like dumping pepper into his drawers.
Squirting lotion. I want you to strap this one to your Vespa. It's a clock that's like 2.5 feet wide. I love Jordan Shalansky. So my notes say Batman 89 sucks buttholes, Man of Steel also sucks buttholes, and I believe we've covered that, so I will get rid of those. Next on the list, Spider-Man 2, the video game, for PS5 is coming out later this year, allegedly. They released a gameplay cinematic trailer thing. Looks really good. Very excited.
Okay.
It looks like the map's gonna be even bigger than it was before.
Can you steal people's cars?
No.
Can you?
Well, you have Black Suit Spider-Man, so you're kind of a dickhead. So maybe.
Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yeah. How much of the Spider-Man lore do you know? Do you know what the Black Suit is? Do you know what the symbiote is?
Yeah, it's Venom.
Well,
Sort of.
the precursor to Venom.
Yeah.
Which is the precursor to Carnage.
Right. I know that. I know Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
Sandman.
Yep. Keep going.
Dr. Octopus.
Yep.
That's it.
There's like 3 other villains in those movies that...
3 in those movies? What am I missing?
New Goblin.
New Goblin.
New Goblin, James Franco.
That doesn't count.
It does count.
Is that it? That's actually New Goblins, like in the comics?
No.
Okay.
There's Electro. There's the Lizard.
Oh, I know the Lizard.
What else is
Let
there?
me think of the other movies. Yeah, there's the electronic dude, the Lizard.
Green Goblin again. And then Vulture. Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, he's my favorite.
Mysterio.
See, he's cool because like he's
Which one?
What, Michael Keaton?
Mysterio or Vulture?
Vulture.
Were you about to say he's cool because he's at the very end of Morbius?
No.
Twice?
I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem.
No, I think he's the coolest because he's not really a bad guy.
Well,
I don't think he's bad.
he is bad. He's stealing stuff and like killing people.
What is he killing? He doesn't.
He's
kill
providing weapons to
No. Yeah, but
thugs.
he's for his family though.
He's got a pretty nice house. He could have stopped doing that a while ago.
Yeah, but then
Also,
he's
his
gonna let
wife probably has a pretty high-paying job.
he's gonna let his crew down. They respect him.
His crew of criminals,
They respect
like that guy
him.
he murdered in cold blood.
Like who? Oh, Kingpin.
Nope.
No, I'm just saying that was another one.
Yep. There you go. I don't think he was in any of those movies.
He should be.
He was in Daredevil, played by Michael Clark Duncan.
Who do you think would play a live-action Kingpin?
Michael
Who do you think's
Clark Duncan.
that big? Is he a large man?
Do you not know who Michael Clark Duncan is? The Green Mile?
Michael Clink Duncan?
Clark. He's dead now.
Yeah, I was about to say he sounds like he's dead.
But he was huge.
Michael what?
Clark Duncan. He was like ridiculously tall.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
He also did play Kingpin in the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck. So now you know that. We should watch that movie. Apparently it's bad.
I'm not seeing any Oh.
Which who would have guessed? Vincent D'Onofrio
Yeah, he looks like a good Kingpin.
was also the Kingpin. Is currently the Kingpin in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. From Daredevil. So that's pretty cool. He crushed a guy's head in a car door.
Nice.
That was pretty dope.
Oh, he's like holding up a CD or something.
CD's nuts.
He's like, oh, it's not a CD. I thought he was doing the, you like who we lose in the news?
A little too new wave for me. What's with all the newspaper? You got a dog? That's a raincoat. Yes, Alan, it is.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
Feed me a cat, for I am hungry.
How much of that was real? None of it?
I don't even pretend like I understand the ending of that movie, so.
I think the implication is that he's just crazy, right? Like he probably didn't murder any of those people.
I've even watched things that explain it. Yeah, I think it's basically he's just like
delusional and making like he'll read a newspaper story about somebody going missing and then like retroactively in his head making it so that he did it, stuff like that.
No, like he's so I don't know, because in the end he's not
that guy's still alive.
Yeah, and he says it's like a joke or whatever, like,
and nobody knows that he's him because they keep thinking he's somebody else, right?
Yeah, I think they think he's. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it and still be confused by it.
Maybe if we watch it backwards.
Yeah.
Maybe if we figure out whatever made Die Hard red that time, and we redo that, and we make American Psycho red, we'll understand it then. Good old Christian Bale. Do you ever watch Ford v Ferrari?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's came out a couple of years ago. It's got Matt Damon, Christian Bale. Good actors. It's a pretty fun story about how Ford Motor Company decided that they were gonna build a car in some famous race that I don't care about that was gonna beat Ferrari. And the whole thing, I thought it was going to be like a, action-y race car movie, like a Top Gun, but with cars. He's not impressed. You have been shunned.
I was distracted.
But I thought it was going to be like an action-y movie about cars and car racing and stuff. It's just not about that. It's like engineering.
Sounds better.
So it's good. It's like... They're talking about like using different alloys in the engine to make it lighter and stuff. It's cool. And then it gets to the very end. I'm going to spoil it because this is based on a real thing that happened. I'm going to spoil real life events from 60 years ago. But it gets to the end. And I thought it'd be funny because it ends with Christian Bale, who's the driver. And he's like, he gets through all these narrow scrapes and it's like, oh, he could have died. Oh, he didn't die. He didn't, he just barely made it. And then at the very end, he was driving around a test track just by himself. And I was like, it'd be kind of funny if he just died. And then he just dies. And that's how the movie ends.
Like he crashes?
I don't think so.
He just dies.
I think he just like has a heart attack or something. It's okay to laugh because he died like 45 years ago or whatever. But it's a good movie. Not alive is spoiled that you should check it out.
I like those. You ever seen The Aviator?
I haven't.
That's a good movie.
It's the one. Is that Leonardo DiCaprio? Or is that the other one?
It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Is that he gets stuck in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird guy, Howard Hughes. Brilliant.
He gets stuck in the bathroom and he also gets stuck in his house.
Doesn't he pee in jars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's in the one safe room in his house. He doesn't want to leave it.
I agree. YOLO.
Yeah.
You ought to look out.
They show up. I can't remember. I haven't seen the movie in a while. I don't remember the story, but they get like a search warrant for his house. So they're touching all his stuff, and then he can't. There's only one room they didn't search, so he's stuck there.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah.
And then he was just calling them and giving them instructions on how to shoot this movie through the phone. Yeah.
Did he put like anything over the phone to make sure that none of the germs came through?
Well, if you told him that, he probably would. No, he starts out somewhat normal, and then it just gets worse and worse.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually how that sort of stuff goes.
Like at the first time he's like touching like he's in the theater, right? And he's just like fucking touching like the seat, like what the fuck's on this? And then it goes from that to like him like burning all his clothes, like completely naked, not trimming his nails, and ever leaving this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of the movie.
It's a natural progression of things.
Howie Hughes.
Good old Howard Hughes. He was in The Rocketeer, which is a pretty good movie, with Timothy Dalton as a Nazi.
Yeah. It's just amazing you can be that successful in that, that I don't know, just the decline, like the no, I mean it's like this is like a serious problem.
Yeah.
So,
do you think it would have gone differently if he wasn't successful?
What do you mean?
Like, would he have still? Because he probably had more opportunity to not interact with stuff at being a very wealthy, famous person. You know what I mean? Like, he could afford to not eat out with other people, you know? Like, he could afford to have stuff in his home. Or he could afford...
Like most people?
Well, if you're really poor, you might not have food at your home. You might have to go out.
To buy it.
To, like, get food.
You just have people
or scrounge for food. Whereas he could be like, hey, I don't want to leave. Go get me food. You know what I mean? But if he didn't have that, would it have forced him to be more okay with stuff? Like, he probably still would have been, like, you know, wiping stuff down that he touched. Or, like, wearing gloves.
Probably.
But he would have had to interact with other people and stuff.
Because usually when people are allowed to do that, it just gets worse.
Yeah.
It's completely treatable, though.
Yeah. I'm sure it is. It's not a thing that I've ever had to deal with.
I used to have really bad OCD when I was a kid.
As we've talked about, you won't sit on a toilet.
Well, that's still as an adult.
I know. I didn't say. I said you won't. I didn't say
weird.
You didn't.
It's like if you don't do something, it feels like I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really weird feeling.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you've never had OCD.
No. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that. I'm not afraid of heights.
You would be if you were like actually exposed to it.
I've been up on high things.
How high though? Like
very high.
We're talking. Okay, so like if you were, what the fuck?
I've stood and looked over the edge of the Grand Canyon.
Like how close to the edge?
Like looking down into the Grand Canyon.
Fuck that. Yeah, you're probably not afraid of heights.
Not a problem for me. I go up on like 32-foot tall ladders that are wobbling and in the wind all the time. This is not an issue for me. I'm not claustrophobic. I don't think. But I feel like everybody's a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, well, here's the thing with phobias is you're supposed to have them.
Yeah,
it's just not supposed to like ruin your life.
Right.
See, like I've been watching this video where this guy, he died. He got stuck in a cave.
Yeah, upside down?
Yes.
Yep.
That is like, that's terrifying, but that's supposed to be terrifying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that you don't do that.
Right. Like if I had to like, if you can't even go through like a space this big, like a couple of feet, like if it was a long hallway or like the size of this room with only this much room and you had to go sideways and walk out.
Yeah.
Would that bother you?
No, I've done that
wouldn't
before.
Bother me. Yeah. But like some people can't even do that or can't even put on like a wetsuit.
Yeah. I'm fine. Like I could be in like a coffin.
Yeah.
Or like in a close space like that and I would be totally fine. But if I was in that scenario and then I heard them like lock it or something, then I would start to freak out.
Right. Yeah. If you were in, that happened to me when I was a kid.
It's more about control, I think.
Yeah. If I was going to be locked in an area, I'd have to be able to like move around.
Yeah.
Like,
or if I knew going into it, like if they were like, we're going to lock you into this coffin for like an hour and you'll have enough air or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, and I just go to sleep.
Yeah. There'll be like when you get the little, what is that? brain scan shit, whatever.
CRT, whatever.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess if you were in a jail cell,
yep,
and everybody left, and you're just in that jail cell, right? There's nobody else, like, so no one's gonna stop you from trying to break out. Do you think you could get out?
I think it would depend on the jail cell.
Not maximum. Let's just say, like,
if it was like an Alcatraz situation where, you know, like stuff was crumbling, you know, I could probably figure out a way. It's one of those things where it's sort of like, I don't want to kill anybody, but I want to see if I could get away with killing somebody. It's sort of like, I don't want to go to jail, but I want to see if I could get out. You know what I mean? Because I'm relatively confident I could.
Get out of jail?
Yeah.
Like with security and everything? Or
maybe not
there?
With security. It'd be tougher. I feel like if I had enough time, like, you know, the Alcatraz guys who got out, they had like years to plan their escape. And like, but just,
I don't know. Like, can you possibly just like chip through the walls in a jail cell, or are you going to hit like some other like concrete and shit?
I think it depends on the jail cell.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, eventually, if you just, like, stood there and rubbed the bars, eventually you would wear the bars down.
Yeah, but we're talking...
It would take, like, decades. But, you know, like, eventually you could cut through them with, like, dental floss.
I think maybe you'd try to, like, maybe get the leg off of the bed or something. Is the bed metal, or is it, like, a plastic type shit?
I think it's metal.
Like metal. I
would try and find something that I could stick in the lock. Which is why if it was like
old fashioned,
an old one where it was like they have individual keys
day.
Versus like the big lever at the end that opens all of them, that would be tough.
There was this one guy who he just starved himself, so he lost a lot of weight. I don't know if this is true or not.
Right, allegedly.
And then he took like butter or something.
No, he just lubed himself up, get through those bars.
Himself up and slid through the bars. Just took his clothes off, lubed up.
I think the bars are made so you can't get your head through.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that,
which is why that sounds like bullshit. But who knows?
Maybe he had a small head.
Unless this was a while ago. Yeah, he could have been like just a really small person. Who knows?
I guess if you had a small little baby head, you could fit through there. It's kind of like an octopus. I feel like if you can get your head through, you can get the rest of yourself through.
Or like a ferret.
Eventually, yeah. So I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. I want to talk about mail update. We looked on the security footage.
Mm-hmm.
It was delivered by someone dressed as a postman
who did not have a car.
Did not have a car, but he never does.
Okay.
In that defense, but the couple of days after the podcast, I received this.
Oh, another one?
So I'm going to pass it over to Jordan. Did you check the camera? I did. Again, delivered by the postman.
Who are these coming from?
So this is different, I think. This is for a local church.
Yeah, this one's less weird.
And they're trying to get me to go there and do stuff. But it is kind of odd that I've gotten one definite religious thing and one possible religious thing in very rapid succession.
Love offering will be taken.
I don't know what that means.
This is probably another one of those. Remember when you went to the sorry, hold on.
Here we go.
Remember when you went to vacation Bible school as a kid?
Never went.
Come out and enjoy the same spirit of fun, and bring your kids along too.
Don't have any kids.
We'll have something for everyone. We are pleased to have Barry and Cheryl Webb joining us for a week of special meetings starting Sunday, May 28th, 2023. So.
Yeah. I'm not going to that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
They are a family ministry serving the Lord I wonder if I've actually seen these people.
You might have.
I did go to a puppet show at my church when I was a kid. But that was just like one woman.
Do you want to experience the magic of the puppet show again?
No, it wasn't magical. It was like for children, and then they threw in like Jesus stuff.
Yeah.
Mixed in with the stuff to make kids laugh. They are a family ministry serving the Lord in the local church through puppets, ventriloquism, and chalk art.
Yeah. That's about where I laughed too.
Vocal and instrumental music, and old-fashioned Bible preaching. Yeah, let's go.
I'm busy that day.
But don't you want to remember what it was like at Bible camp?
Yeah. That thing I never did and will never, ever do.
I went to a Christian camp.
I did not.
Actually, one of those was pretty fun. There was a theater camp. Those people were pretty cool. Not sure if there were any actual Christians at this camp, but
there you go. The other thing that came in the mail, I'm going to hide my address. It's a swab kit for the bone marrow registry that I'm going to perform on the podcast right now so that everybody can see.
Bone marrow what?
Registry.
What do you do that? What is that for?
It's so that if somebody has fucking bone cancer or whatever,
they can take your bones.
Well, you have to be a very specific match.
Yeah.
So they have this registry where you swab and then you send it in, and then if someone shows up that has
they just straight up take your
the
bones.
same stuff, they'll ask you like, hey, do you want to give your bones to them
while you're alive?
Yeah, well, they just suck out a little bone marrow, you know. No
and
big
then
deal.
You don't have it though.
You know, you make more. So I'm gonna do this on the podcast so that everybody can see how selfless I am. Okay. I don't actually know what to do. Instructions. Join the registry. Gonna work out, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Do not tear this perforation, okay? Oh, I have to, like...
You're gonna mess this up on
I have
camera.
to, like, fill out paperwork.
So you're not doing this on the podcast?
No, I'm not. I got a swab. Hold on, here we go. Oh, it's telling me to download stuff.
You can at least explain the process.
So I've got 2 swabs. Okay. Remove the swabs from the packet. Be careful not to touch the tip of the swab to any surface other than your inner cheek. Brush each swab against the inside of your cheek in a circular motion for approximately 10 seconds. Taking a sample from a different quadrant of the mouth each time. See illustration, okay. Place swabs inside envelope and seal by removing adhesive strip. Okay. So I might have to do this later. Because I actually have to fill out paperwork. I didn't realize it was going to be this complicated.
Yeah, it's not a COVID test.
Well, I thought that, they would be like, we already have all your information because you signed up to the thing. Just do the thing and then put it in a thing and then send it home. You know? But I have it and I'm going to do it. I promise. So if somebody out there needs bone marrow, maybe we'll get some of my bone marrow.
How the fuck do they take that out? Drill into your leg. It's probably painful.
Yeah. From what I hear. Apparently. So, allegedly, I don't know if it's still done this way, but this is kind of a separate thing. And by kind of, I mean entirely. Why wouldn't I just delete the thing that I'm highlighting? If you get HIV, they can stop it, but only if they catch it immediately. Like if someone with HIV spits in your eye and then they immediately take you to the hospital.
I don't think you can get it through saliva.
You can.
HIV?
Yes. I've heard some things about dentists. That's a different story. But if the story I heard was of a prison guard where a prisoner with it spit in his eye and he got it, So they did this emergency thing that they can do to like stop it. Where they inject something into your bone marrow of your leg. So they have to like hold you down because it's incredibly painful to stab through your bone into the inside of your bone. And they have to do it in both legs.
What was the shit Charlie Sheen did?
I don't know. Well, I don't know anything about Charlie Sheen except that he has tiger blood.
He had HIV and then he went to Mexico and they did some weird thing and then it was undetectable. Seriously, look it up.
Does that mean that he doesn't have HIV or that
it's undetectable?
Or it can't be detected that he has HIV?
That it's not detectable.
All right.
I don't know. They injected him with tiger blood or something.
This is all the cocaine he did. He did cocaine, right?
He did probably everything.
Good old Charlie Sheen. Do you know when he shows up in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he stayed up for like 36 hours to make him
I always heard
drugged out of his mind?
Did what?
In Ferris Bueller, he stayed out for like 36 hours to make himself look super drugged out of his mind.
Because I always thought you would have to like drink like a gross amount of saliva to get.
No, I heard a story about a dentist who one of the patients had HIV and a little bit of spit got in the dentist's eye and then it ate the eyeball. And that dentist doesn't have an eyeball.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Apparently it's pretty hardcore. So, you know, that's cool. Thanks, Ronald Reagan, for not nipping that in the bud. Fucker. Good old Ronald Reagan. Speaking of Ronald Reagan, the second to last thing on my list is, this is what I have written down. Quote, TV that did remakes. So what that means is, I'm just gonna keep talking while Jordan ignores me.
Well, no, because I don't, this says, all right, this says you can't get it through spit.
You absolutely can.
You can, myth number 4, you can get HIV from kissing. Nope. Swapping spit doesn't spread HIV, even though people worried a lot about smooching back in the 80s, feel free to hold hands, hug, share soda.
That's not the same as getting spit in the eye.
HIV can be transmitted only through blood, semen, vaginal fluid, anal mucus, and breast milk. Saliva doesn't carry enough traces of the virus to worry about, according to this.
I would not trust that. If somebody with HIV spit in my eye, I would want the bone thing. Just to be safe.
I mean, I don't know, because there's like...
We are a medical podcast, so.
Yeah, we are now. No, it's anything I just saw said you can't. But there's also like, I've seen like a TV show where this guy, like his wife had it. And I'm sure they were probably still kissing and stuff. They just never had sex. And then he just decided he just didn't care. And they made love.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nice.
Continue.
TV that did remakes. So I was thinking about this earlier today. There have been a lot of, in the recent-ish years, of mainly live action remakes of popular 90s/80s children's properties. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, Power Rangers, etc. Which of these remakes do you think is the best?
Of what?
So it's not limited to those 3, but those are the most prime examples of old television shows for children, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers, that were relatively recently remade and sort of like brought to the big screen. Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers. Some more successful than others.
They all suck.
Which do you think is the best?
Probably like the 90s Ninja Turtle movie.
No. Because it's like the new one.
The new one?
Yeah.
No, it was a live action one of the show, which used to be a cartoon.
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't like this.
Because they also made a Power Rangers movie, but that doesn't count. What I'm saying is, you have the old stuff, and then you have like the remake stuff from like the last 10 years.
And what's better?
No, I'm not asking which. Obviously, the old stuff is better.
I don't like any of them.
But
They all suck.
which of the new stuff,
None
which
of
is
them.
like the best swing at it?
None of them.
They're no
Power
fun.
Rangers? I don't fucking know.
Did you even watch Power Rangers?
Is that the one where they find the crystal thing?
I think so.
I think I.
It's got Bryan Cranston as Zordon.
Yeah.
Not a great movie.
No.
Came out in 2017, I think. Jeez, that movie came out 6 years ago. That hurts. The last thing on my list is, hold on. Ding's gonna let me sign in. Yes, I'm over 18, thank you. We have a new Patreon subscriber.
Okay.
Jordan's momentous silence at the fact that we have roped in another one. Let me just find their name here real quick. So we have a new Patreon. Their name is Victor. I won't say their last name. Not only because I don't want to mispronounce it. So now we have two. So we have Caleb and we have Victor. Jordan, do you have anything you want to say to these fans of yours that are giving us $1 a month to support you?
Save your money.
I want them to fight each other. I want them to find each other in real life and do fisticuffs and film it so that we can see it and put it on the podcast. I am very happy about it. Thank you very much, Victor and Caleb, for being wonderful and giving me $1 for basic trash. When I watched those three movies, I recorded commentary, but it's really hard to record a commentary by yourself about movies you don't like. So there's just really long stretches where I don't say anything. Or I'm on my phone watching something else.
Why would you put that online?
I don't think I'm going to release it.
That sounds terrible.
I would love to do more commentaries, but, somebody doesn't want to do them.
I got other things to do.
You don't have shit to do.
I do.
You liar. Do you want to record one for Batman?
No.
1989?
Batman 1989?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I don't like doing that stuff.
Why?
Because it's like, why would I want to spend my day recording myself watching a movie
It's like 2 hours.
when I could go outside or do
They
something?
will do it at night when it's raining.
No. I don't like that kind of content unless it's like, I don't know. It's got to be like funny. Like people who just review like the shitty movies.
Do you want to do one on Morbius?
No, I've already seen that.
What? So
No.
if I find a shitty movie that is funny, would you do it for that?
I don't know. I'd think about it.
You think about it. Okay. So leave a comment if you have a shitty movie, preferably one that's shorter. Preferably like 90 minutes. Would you say that's fair?
I mean, I don't really want to do this.
Why? It's
this
easy.
is enough. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it.
What?
It's lazy. It's
Fine,
just
we'll
lazy
do gameplay.
content.
That's hard.
That's not hard.
It is hard.
I don't like this kind of content. The podcast is like enough. I don't want to do more shitty content.
These people are paying money for
Yeah,
it.
I just told them to save their money. Yeah, you look like you hate me.
I'm very angry that I'm trying to make stuff for the people.
Yeah.
That are willing to give me $1 a month. They could spend that money on
$2.
pornography. But instead they give it to us. Or well, they give it to me because I'm not giving any of that money to you.
Keep it.
And you won't
All right.
sit down and watch a goddamn movie.
No, I gotta go. It's over.
Jordan's walking away. He's never coming back. Just gonna be me on the podcast by myself forever.